Hi friends, welcome to the Inspired Knitting Podcast. I'm your host Bobby and I am coming to you from the wonderful New Brunswick, Canada. Today is Sunday, July the 27th, 2025, and you're watching episode 121. No, 122. Welcome. This is a podcast about my knitting adventures and crochet, and today there is going to be more crochet than there is knitting, unfortunately, but I do have a knitting finished object, and I have, as I said, quite a few crocheted finished objects, and I have a couple works in progress that are knitting as well. So anyways, might as well just jump on into it. Life has been great, enjoying the summer weather, still doing the markets every Saturday, hence the reason for the all the crochet that's been going on lately. But it's been wonderful and I've been enjoying it very much. So summer has been good on my end so far, and I hope it has been for you guys as well. So today I have my wonderful coffee. This is my second one of the day. I have it in this beautiful pottered mug that I actually picked up from my local market. And I really love Kaylee's work. Her name, I believe it's Kaylee's Pottery Creations or Kaylee's Creative Pottery, something like that. And I really love her work. She does beautiful stuff, and I'm hankering to get another one of her mugs. I just love them so much. So I got my coffee. Grab your beverage of choice, grab your knitting, grab your crochet, and let's get started. Okay. Oh, and I have some stash acquisitions as well. All right. So I'm going to start off with the knitting first. I have a finished pair of socks, which you guys have never seen before. I made an order with Area 51 Fibers. And I got it was kind of like a Christmas in July update. So I got Santa's Midnight Express on her Fancy Smancy Alien base, which is her DK base. And it is just so squishy and so wonderful. I love it. So that's Area 51. And here is the socks. Aren't they just amazing? I absolutely love these socks. These ones are mine, I think. I don't want to let them go. These are awesome. So I follow, for these, I followed Crazy Sock Lady's DK weight socks pattern, which I will link below. I never even mentioned that. All show notes will be linked below, but I will have her pattern linked. I just followed her pattern for DK weight socks. I did the smallest size in the pattern, and they worked up really, really nice. I love the black with the white speckle in it. It's just so pretty. So yeah, I got those done. Just finished them this morning. They only took me roughly 4 days to make. I was late. I wanted to do the Sock Week challenge that Nitty Natty was hosting. And I actually made a post with these socks. I had cast it on the cuff. It was 3 days into the challenge when I realized that the challenge was on. I knew it was coming. I just didn't realize that it was upon us so fast. And I thought, I think I could possibly still knit a pair of socks within this time frame. And I cast it on these ones. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute, are DK weight socks allowed? And I read the rules and they weren't. It was only fingering weight. So I kind of abandoned. I didn't want to cast on another pair of socks. So I didn't do the challenge, but I believe her challenge goes to tomorrow, I believe is the last day. But it sounded so much fun. It was to knit a pair of socks, I believe a pair of socks, within 1 week. And I thought that would have been so cool to do, but I missed out on it, unfortunately. There's always next year. But yeah, I finished those. And that is the only thing knit-wise that I actually finished. So now we get to have the fun, and you're going to see me reaching a lot because I have a Rubbermaid with my stuff in it beside me here. So you're going to see me reaching a lot, so I do apologize for that. But what I'm about to show you next is all crochet. So maybe if that's not your thing, you could skip ahead if you wanted to works in progress, where I have more knitting. But yeah, I made about a dozen stuffed toys for the market. I got a little crazy with the stuffies. I was just having so much fun with them, and it's a lot of fun because I'm using up my acrylic stash, and that's really fun to see that starting to actually go down. So that's exciting. But first, I have these cute little guys here. This is by Oak and Marlow. It is Mabel the chicken, and it is so sweet. It uses like a bulky weight yarn, so I think it's like the Bernette baby blanket yarn you would use. I did not do that for these. I just held worsted weight double, and you can embroider the eyes on. I just decided to use safety eyes because I have a whole kit, so I just decided to do that. But they are so cute. They are so easy to make as well. And the great thing, you can buy a separate PDF. It is a paid for pattern. And you can do a little pocket on the bottom, and you could put little chicks inside, which I actually have some. Let's see if I can find them quickly. The pattern is actually, I believe they're like little eggs that the pattern has. Sorry about the noise. No, I can't find them right now. But I made a couple little chickies. So same pattern, worsted weight, held double. But the reason why they were, no, it would have been sport weight. It was sport weight that I used for the chicks. And I didn't do the modification underneath to put them in. I just made them separately, just to have beside the bigger chickens. But they did make them the sport weight held double did make it a little bit smaller. So that's what I did. But there is a modification where you can make a pocket, and you can have a little chickie inside. It's so cute. So that's Mabel Chicken by Oak and Marlow. I will have all this posted below. Okay, so the next set that I am about to share with you is all by Jade. That is her crochet name. And I messed up on the last episode. I think I said it was amigurumi.net. It is not. It's amigurumi.com. So if you go over there and you're looking for crocheted toys, I find that this is one of my favorite sites. They have a wide range of crocheted toys. You can find sea creatures, you can find chickens, you can find dolls, everything. And it is really amazing work. So you can find paid for patterns, and you can also find free patterns. There's actually quite a few free ones as well, and they're really good quality. So amigurumi.com. Check it out. So this is where you can find all from Jade. So I made another Larry the Lobster. I have made quite a few of these guys. I have made them, again, it's made with the big blanket yarn. I have made 2 of those, which are already gone. And I've now made this one with chunky weight yarn. So the pattern does include a chunky weight version as well. So practically it's the same pattern. It's just that the yarn is going to affect the size of your lobster. So I did the chunky weight one. And he is so much fun to make. I've made quite a few of these guys. He's got little legs. And the tail is my favorite detail because it's got all these separate parts to it. Not hard to do. Don't be intimidated by that. It's not hard. So I did him. And most of the yarns that I'm using, the reason why I'm not taking the time to share, half of them I don't know what they are because they're coming from my acrylic stash, and a lot of them don't have ball bands. And some of them that do have ball bands, they have like Zellers stickers on them. So they are from long ago. Most of them are Burnett Premium. Some of them are Loops and Threads, your standard acrylic yarns. So I did Larry the Lobster. And then I was looking for something a little different because I've had lobsters on my table for a couple weeks now, and they do quite well. People love them. But I wanted to do something different, and I chose to do a hermit crab because I think hermit crabs are just the cutest. And this is again by Jade, and this is, oh boy, it's Harvey, I think is his name. It will be linked below. You'll see it below, but I believe it's Harvey the hermit crab, and he comes with this beautiful shell. Now the shell was used, I used chunky, and then I used just worsted weight to make him. Again, it's supposed to be made with big blanket yarn or just chunky weight. I'm improvising with what I have. And he does come out, so he does have all his little claws and his tail, which I think is so much fun, and it's, again, not hard to do. It's actually a lot of fun. And then you can just stuff him back in there. But I think he's adorable. I really loved making these. So I got him, and then I made a second one. He fell out of his little shell from being packed up, but this yarn was a lot of fun to work with. However, it was a little on the thin side, so he was made using worsted. This I wouldn't really call worsted, even though it said on the ball band it was. I wouldn't have called it worsted. So the shell, you really have to tuck him in there. But how cute. How cute. So as you can tell, his shell is definitely not as big, but it's still cute. I'll fix him later. I'll get him back in there properly. But that's Harvey. And then we have, what's this one? Okay. We're just going to go with what I'm seeing right now because there's quite a bit down there. The next pattern that I picked out, I think it was Shark Week last week. Not 100% sure. I don't really follow that, but I decided I'm doing kind of an aquatic theme here with all the lobsters and the crabs and stuff like that. So I decided to make some little sharks. And this is a free pattern on amigurumi.com, and this is by Sirpurlgrey. Just a cute little amigurumi shark. And if I hold him the right way. So as you can tell, this yarn here, this was a Loops and Threads. Again, advertised as a worsted, but it's lighter. So this is Burnett Premium in this one. So you can see how the difference in yarn makes same pattern, same hook size. Most of these I used a 3.75 millimeter crochet hook. That is what I'm most comfortable using. But you can kind of see the difference in the size. So I made some of those. Let's see here what we've got. I got a couple more. Just kind of going through my yarn stash and, you know, trying to use up what I can. They don't need a ton of yarn, which is great. So it's great for using up like these little balls of yarn that I have that I would really love to see gone. So that works out perfectly for me. And then, here we go. I found another lobster. So that's Larry. And you can see he was made just using worsted weight, just single. So he's a little bit more smaller. And this was a loops and threads yarn. And then this is also all by Jade. And it is a shrimp. We have somebody at our market that sells seafood, and I wanted to find a shrimp pattern to make for them, so I think this is it. It is the cutest one I've seen. It's got all these little, you see all the little footsies? I mean, how adorable is that? So kind of same idea as the shrimp. It's got all these separate sections, except with the shrimp, it's got all these little feet on it. I mean, how cute. It doesn't get much more adorable than that. So this is Caroline the shrimp, all by Jade. Really love it. And for her, I just used worsted weight single Bernat Premium. And this did not use up a 100-gram ball either. I had already made a shark, one of the little sharks, with the yarn. So I was a little nervous that I wouldn't have enough yarn, and I still got lots of yarn left. So she doesn't take much at all if you're using worsted weight. So I got her, and then I don't have the name pulled up, unfortunately. And I'm not going to show them all, but I made some more turtles. But I will link the pattern below. And I believe this is a paid-for pattern. Again, a lot of these patterns use the Bernat baby blanket yarn, but I'm just using worsted weight, so mine are turning out a little bit smaller. The hat does not come with the pattern. This is just something I made up for the boy turtles. But the pattern does come with this cute little flower for the little girls. And I think it's so cute. So this is the long-necked version of the turtle. There is a short-necked version as well. I've never done it just because I really like the look of the long-necked turtle. But they are adorable, and I really love these. So we got those. And then the last thing that I will pull from the bucket that I made this week is just some coasters. And again, I don't remember who made these, and honestly, I can't remember if it's paid for pattern or not. I've had it for a while, but it's some chicken coasters. And I just use plain acrylic yarn for this, worsted weight, and they work up really, really cute. I have a cotton version as well. They kind of worked up the same size. I think the white ones are just maybe a little bit bigger. I'm not sure. They're just a little bit bigger. But this one's made with cotton. And then I made these ones in acrylic. So that's what I have been up to. As I said, there's a couple more things down there that I made, but I'm not going to bother pulling it out because they're just repeats of what I did show. So in total, I think I made 14 toys last week, and that was quite a lot. So I apologize about all the crochet, but if you were interested, thank you for sticking through that. That is what I have been up to. Okay, so I'm gonna get a sip of coffee really quick. So in between some of the crochet, I did have to, of course, knit on my socks because I just love my sock knitting. And I had casted on the Santa's Express, and I finished those. But I also have my Lily and Pine socks going, which is in the vanilla bean pattern. Now, I did show these last time. I did a pop of color at the top. There's the vanilla bean pattern. This pattern is by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady Designs. And I've gotten through the gusset decreases. So now I'm just working on the foot. And I love this sock so much. It is so beautiful. Unfortunately, I lost the tag for the sock, so I cannot tell you what the colorway is. I just know that it's Lily and Pine. And they just had a 40% off sale on their website, and I was so sad because I didn't see it in time. But if you have not checked out Lily and Pine before, I highly recommend that you do. So I have one more active whip that I have been working on as well. It's in this beautiful bag by Shelley of Creek Garden Crafts. And you guys have seen the yarn before. This is Indigo Dragonfly. And it was called the Stained Fingers Die Class in the George colorway. And I was doing a DK weight sock. It is DK, sorry. I was doing a pattern on it, and I really didn't like the pattern. I wasn't working on it at all, so I ripped it out, and now I'm just doing a plain vanilla. So I've gotten through the leg, and now I just need to work my heel in. And I really love the way this one works up. It's a really pretty colorway. I don't know, I might put a few more rows on that leg. We'll see. But this is what I got so far. And this is the second thing, or I should say the third thing that I've been actively working on. Okay. So we're going through this pretty fast, I'm surprised. That is all for the crochet knitting content of the episode. I know it's not a whole lot, but as I said, I didn't show every single toy, but there's like a lot of toys, and it was a lot of work, a lot of time, and it was fun though. It was fun. I had fun doing it, so that's all that matters. So next I'm going to go on to stash acquisitions. I got quite a few of those. Well, not a lot, but I got the Santa's Express, the DK weight socks that I finished. I had gotten that one, and in the same order, I picked up Home for the Holidays. This is just a 50 gram. So I will add something for heels, toes, and cuffs for this one. It's so pretty. And again, it's Area 51 fibers. And this is on her Sturdy Alien base, which is an 80/20 superwash merino 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, which is my favorite base to work with. So we got that one. And then I ended up, I've never ordered one of these little minis from her before, but this is a 10-gram mini skein, and it says, on Wednesdays, we wear rainbows. So I thought this would be really cool to do for cuffs or something on a pair of socks. So I got that. And then in a separate update, please don't mind, it comes vacuum sealed, so it's gonna look terrible, but I got, what's this one called? Fire Night. This is another 50-gram skein on our 80-20 fingering weight base. So I got those from Area 51 Fibers. And then I was watching a new to me podcast. It's called The Stash Down Diaries. And, oh my gosh, I already forgot her name. I am so sorry. But it's The Stash Down Diaries. She's from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. And she did a series on Canadian yarn dyers. And she did one for Atlantic Canada. And then she did one for the rest of Canada. And it was very informative. She showed projects that she had worked the yarn up in, and she did a really amazing job on this series. And I really enjoyed it because I learned of new dyers that I have never heard of before. And I love shopping Canadian, especially Atlantic Canada. So I found out about Windswept Fibers and Designs. They come out of Newfoundland and Labrador. Oh, sorry. So I had to check them out. Now, unfortunately, this is not their fault. This is my fault. When I clicked on the website, I didn't quite understand how their categories were listed. I ended up clicking on the DK weight because I saw the picture of this yarn, and it was actually the Fiddlehead colorway. And it was this beautiful green color that had, like, it was variegated with all these, like, it had cream in it and it had some speckles in it. It was just very beautiful. And I thought that was the one I was buying. But it turns out I was just ordering DK weight, and I ordered the Irish Loop colorway. So it's on me. That is my mistake. I just got a little confused. But that's okay. I got two beautiful skeins of DK weight. What is this? This is on their Some Cozy DK 3-ply, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and it's 265 yards. And again, it's in the Irish Loop colorway. So what I will probably do with this is find a really nice DK weight shawl and put that in it, or maybe do a pair of socks and a muscle burra. I'm not exactly sure just yet. I'm not sure this is my kind of color, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. What do you guys think it should be? Should it be socks and a hat, or should it be a shawl? I could find a DK weight shawl that has 3 colors and maybe add black to it. Then that might tone down some of the brightness of the green a bit. I don't know. We will see. I'm just going to put it in my stash for now, and we will see what happens. But I really love the base. It's really soft, and they have a lot of beautiful colors. So that is Windswept Fibers and Designs. So I'm looking forward to ordering from them again. Hopefully correctly this time. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop for now. I will post show notes down below for everything I have talked about today. I will also post where you can find me on the internets. And yeah, until next time, hopefully I will see you guys again in 2 weeks, and this time maybe more knitting content. So until then, guys, happy knitting. Bye.